Hey everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody, and I'm here today on the very last day of February to talk about my goals for February as well as my goals for March. So I went ahead and created my goal sheet and wrote out my goals, at least the ones I've got so far, and put the date at the top. So let's talk about what my goals were for February first. So I had a whole bunch of creative goals, and I honestly didn't really do all of them, but I did one major one, and that was my February video a day series. Now I did every day except for 2 days. And if you watch most of my videos, you'll know that I was sick for a good week of this month, and so it really just put a toll on me and my creativeness. Not necessarily the creativeness, I suppose. It was more of like the editing and the posting the videos and things like that. So it just took me a little while. That was for one video, and then the other one I just couldn't get it uploaded properly, so that's why that one was delayed. But I did 26 of the 28 days, and I'm really proud of myself, but that was one big goal I had for this month, and so I went ahead and checked it off as complete. And what I've thought going forward, here's my March one. You can kind of see them side by side. For my March goal for this channel and for my creativeness is that I want to try to see if I can do 5 posts a week, basically posting on YouTube Monday through Friday for you guys, just a variety of different videos, just like I did throughout the month of February, and just try to sustain 5 videos a week for y'all. I really enjoy creating and sharing, but I also know, just reality, I need to work in some breaks, and really the weekends are a little crazy for me, so just not posting on Saturday and Sunday might be better for me. So, and it also kind of allows me to have a few days off here and there in case things happen, you know, life, how it happens, and you don't always get to do exactly what you plan for the day. So that's going to be how I'm transitioning into March and what you guys can expect here on my channel. I do have a couple other goals. So there were some goals back in February. Another one was to do a preschool photo book that I have. Never did it, so I've transitioned that over to March. I've got all the things piled up and I've got them like separated out. That's one thing I did, but I didn't actually create the book. Second thing is to be active on Instagram. I kind of sort of did that, but I'm taking that off of my goals. And the reason I'm doing that is because I have a hard time like quantifying that. And so I can't really measure it as, like, I don't know what my measurement of yes, that's done versus no, it hasn't been done. So I'm just going to take that off my goals and just kind of keep that in the back of my mind. And then third is to print my July through December 2018 photos. I did not do that. I did really well in January and got 6 months printed, but I didn't get the second 6 months printed in February. So I've added that to my March goals. Now, with the amount of scrapbooking I'm doing, I'm definitely going to need to do that in March. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of photos. So I think I'll definitely be able to get that done. Then I had my February video a day. That is complete. And then I had my craft studio reorganization. That is complete, which you guys all saw. So just to kind of touch on a couple of the other goals that I had for the month of February, just in case you're interested. Family, I wanted to make sure I was doing meals and meal planning, and as you can see, I did much better this month than I did the previous month. Still kind of in the middle of week 4. Today is Thursday, and I don't have a plan for tonight. We may just do leftovers, but I don't have a plan for the next week or for the rest of this week. So one of my goals for the family in March is to start doing weekly meal planning. I've kind of been doing like a day or 2 ahead currently, and it's working, but it would be nice to be a little bit further planned out. So I'm going to the grocery store less. I don't mind going to the grocery store a lot because I do like kind of shop the sales and shop the clearance, which is much better for our budget. But it would be nice to go ahead and have like a rough plan ahead of time, so in case things happen, I still have meals on hand versus kind of having to go to the grocery store every day or every other day. Also, I wanted to go to parks more often. We have rained like 2 full weeks this month, and so that has not happened. It's just because of the weather though, because we definitely had the option to go. And then being more frugal on shopping and really only buying what we need. I have been great at that. Great at that to the point that Ernest was like, we don't have anything extra. Well, that was kind of my point. So I would say I was successful in that. However, I do just need to make sure I'm planning things a little bit earlier so we do have extra things on hand in case there's a snowstorm or, you know, really bad weather and nobody wants to go out, you know, whatever. And then I do want to start making sure we do 1 outing per week because the weather is getting so much nicer. That's going to be a lot easier to do. All right, for health, I needed to order my pedometer cord. Well, I never ended up doing that because I found it. We're good. I found it. Go to the gym twice a week. Yeah, I've like tripled that goal. I go with my neighbor and we've started going like 3.5 weeks ago. And the lowest week we went was 4 times a week and the highest week was 6 times a week. I think the other week was like 5 times. So we're doing pretty good on that. Walk 5,000 steps per day. So I have kind of sort of been good at this, but I haven't necessarily been wearing my pedometer at all times because if it dies, I'll forget to charge it and then I don't wear it for like 2 days. And so I've got to get better about wearing it consistently to be able to measure that. And then go to the dentist and replace the filling that fell out. Did that. Foot soak. Did that. Pedicure, I did not do that. So what I am doing for this month is I want to try to drink 4 bottles of water a day. I always drink one when I'm at the gym, so adding an additional 3 bottles of just plain water. I drink a lot of flavored water and coffee. That's pretty much what I drink, but I want to do more just plain water. And then, of course, getting my pedicure done. Home, I didn't do any of the stuff that was on my list. Finish the quilt rack, finish organizing the guest closet, set up the bathroom rack. I finished like painting it and everything, but I never set it up. And then getting new sheets for Kaylin's bed. So those are transitioning over to the new list. Financial, I wanted to streamline one of our like bills, start doing a monthly bill sheet and use it and update it. It's like where I check off what's been paid and it has everything that's due and all that. And then an average, but I didn't really measure that properly, so I didn't check that off. Oh, and then business, I have like my Etsy stuff all listed down here and the different things that I'm involved in. So I have them. It's kind of difficult to describe those, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. But I've got my March goal sheet here. I've got everything planned out. I've been leaving this out on my desk so I can kind of use it throughout the day and kind of just keep an eye on things. But I've really liked having goals written out. It's not necessarily like the beginning of the year I talked about it. It's not necessarily resolutions. It's just something to kind of keep me focused and keep me working towards a goal, working towards progress, I suppose. So I keep it in a page protector. I've got all of the months in here, plus I've got my 2019 just overall goals. So I've got those here. So there's that. Oh, and if you're interested, this stamp set's not available anymore, but this is what I use to stamp out my titles, and I always link this printable below, and I also put it in the iCards above, or the iCard above, because the printable is actually one that I got, and it has like 6 options where it has categories already filled in. I put my own categories in, but you could also not buy it, just it's free. Print it where it has meal plan, or this could be blank. It has all different kinds of options. There's like 6 different options. So I will link that in the iCard above. Plus I got this Walden print stamp set from Studio 29 Designs. It's no longer available. The shop is closed down. But you can find small font stamps, but this is what I used. And then I used my, my paper tray ink, Smoky Shadow dye ink. So that's what I used to actually do this. So now, this is also another thing that I like to share at the beginning of the month, are my used up items. I keep them in this Webster's Pages box that my planner came in a couple years ago. But I want to show you what I used up. So since I did my reorganization series this month and was going through a lot of supplies, and I've done a ton of scrapbooking, this box is pretty full. Now, I didn't really purchase anything. I think the only thing I purchased was double-sided tape and maybe like glue runner. Yes, and I use double-sided tape a lot on projects for my Etsy shop, so that's why there's so many in here, but I just kind of throw them in here. But let's go through here and just see what all I used up. But you can see how much scrapbooking I did. Plus I went ahead and put a couple things in here that are just no longer good that I'm getting rid of, but I wanted to share them with you. Okay, so let's sort out here. It's interesting to me to see how much I use, especially since I didn't purchase anything but tape. So there's a lot that goes out of my scrap room. All right, so these are, is that all the tape? Yes, okay. So first, I have one roll of washi tape that is totally used up. refills for my glue runner, as well as 7 rolls of double-sided tape. So those will go like in my recycle, and the other part will go in my trash. Actually, I think all that can go in the recycle. And then these are the things that I, like embellishments that are used up. So I used up the Studio Calico chipboard sticker sheet. I had this like epoxy sticker sheet, but it's all turning yellow, so I'm getting rid of that. I also had this sticker sheet that was like a romance one, but everything fell apart and there's really no point in keeping it, so I'm just going to get rid of that. These are some more of those actually all of these. So these are all those epoxy stickers, and they all just turned yellow, as you can see. I tried to use them. I'm keeping the punch that goes with these so I can punch things out in that shape, but other than that, all of these turned yellow. And I'm not going to pass them on to anybody else. There is no point. It's yellow. It's just not worth it. So there's that. And here's where you can see this was supposed to be pink, and it turned out like orangey yellow because it's those yellowed products. So those are that. That's those. Here is a rubber piece that's turning yellow as well, so I'm not going to use that. Some of the products just don't age well, and I don't want those on my scrapbook pages if they're just not going to age well. There was also this sticker sheet from Momenta, and the adhesive is so super strong that it's ripping them as I take them off of here. So I'm going to get rid of this. I did use some, as you can see, but I mean, I even had a hard time getting those off. But I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it because I can't use it. It's just the adhesive is so strong on there. I did go ahead and use these. These were the Project Life dividers, like Honey Edition dividers for my album, and I printed out monthly labels and added them to my album, so this is used up. And then I have my Jasmine Jones paintbrushes, chipboard paintbrushes. I think there was like one left that I put in my chipboard bin, but other than that, I use that up as well. So that is quite a bit. I have a lot of things here. This is one reason why I love to reorganize my stash, because you find things like this that you can just go ahead and get rid of because it's just no longer usable. There's no point in having precious space in your organization used up by products you can't use anyways. And then I hate to be flipping through a drawer looking for something and I just keep finding things like this that I can't use or I know I won't use. So it's time to go ahead and get rid of those. And like I said, they're just not usable anymore, so those are going to get trashed. So that is everything for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Typically, I would share with you what I purchased, but I didn't purchase anything, so I've got it quite a bit used up. Now, I will say I am still working with the stash kit that I created was it about 2 weeks ago? I can't remember how many layouts I've done with it. I've done like 5 or 6, something like that, but I'm still working with that. So you're going to continue to see layouts from that kit in the next couple of days, probably the next week and a half, just depending on what all I end up creating with it. And then I am going to go ahead, and I put this under my creative goals, I am going to go ahead and do a pocket kit from my stash where I create a pocket kit using my stash. So that is something that you will see coming up here soon. I have a lot of pocket layouts coming up that I need to scrapbook, so I will be creating a pocket kit. That was actually requested by Denise, I believe. It was either Denise or Jen, but I'm pretty sure it was Denise. So I will show you guys how I create a pocket stash kit and create some sort of checklist for you to use as well. Let me know if you guys have any questions whatsoever. Starting next week is when I'll be doing my Monday to Friday posting. There will not be a video tomorrow, which is March 1st, Friday, March 1st. But starting on Monday, you will start seeing a video Monday through Friday. Let me know if you guys have any questions or any requests, because I will be having a lot of different videos for you. Just let me know what you're interested in seeing. And then I will be back soon with something more. All right, guys, thank you so much. Bye.